Welcome to Channel Trading. Today I want to go over how the volume interacts with the price action. Not many people talk about this. The typical um, way it is addressed is before the price takes off, you have to look for volume. What I'll show you today, hopefully, is going to give you some other insights into this, a different perspective to the whole thing. I chose price action that has both downtrend and an uptrend and a downtrend all within the same day. This is a 2-minute ES chart, and just for our own sake, for ease of um, reading, I would put in some kind of channels around this so that way you kind of see what's going on. These channels have nothing to do with what we're doing, but I just want you to see that we have uptrending, downtrending, uptrending, and downtrending channels. Okay. Now, with that, let's get into the details of um, what exactly the concept is about. So, the basic premise of the concept is that at the extremes, when you're going to the top or the bottom of the top or the bottom, at the extremes you have spikes in volume. It's not at the beginning of the trend, or the downtrend, or as it is picking up. I'm talking about when it goes to the extremes, there is a spike, and that's what we're talking about. So let's look at just, if you want to, obviously I tell you every time that you need to test everything I talk about or anyone talks about, so that way you feel comfortable. And with that in mind, let's what you need to do is put up the chart, whether it is 2 minute, 5 minute, a day, doesn't matter. Just put it up there and have volume show up at the bottom, and look at the spikes in like an obvious spike in volumes, right? And where they all occur. And this is a downtrend, and it doesn't matter whether we are in a downtrend or an uptrend. Look at the extremes and where the spikes occur, and you'll see for most part within 1 to 2 candles around that volume spiked candle is where the direction shift happens, or something will happen there. Whether the price will stall for a bit and go against you, or go towards the same side. But look at these high spiked volume. That's what this concept is about. So quickly, let's go over what we have on the chart. And as you can see, the price goes down and there is a massive spike in volume, and then the price reverses, right? You can go over each and every one of these, and you can see there's a massive spike in volume. Within the next one candle, it turns around, right? So same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. This is where you have the spike, and then it stalls briefly, and then it continues. But you do get, this is almost like a $200 drop. So that's what it is. So wherever you see these high spiked volume, you'll know that I mean, hopefully you got the point. You have high volume spikes, and then that's where you kind of see um, the change in direction, right? Same thing here. Again, really high. It was coming down hard, heavy spike in volume, and then changed direction. Okay. The way you should be looking for is when it comes in, you're looking at what was my point I was wanting to make is when the spike comes in, you need to be looking at around 1 to 2 of these candles around it, where the direction happens. Okay. Hopefully this was helpful. And try it out with quite a few charts, and you should be able to see um, this concept. And don't apply this by itself. Apply it with something else that you're already following. You have to make a decision, and your trading plan is telling you to do it. If you want one more confirmation, this would be a good confirmation. Okay. The other thing is, when you're looking at the spikes, look at the next ones. Even this one here, right? You can see the spike should be fairly obvious. You don't want to be looking at something like this and trying to make a decision. Okay. So I mean, you can make decision, but obviously you need to read this whole volume spikes a lot more than what I'm teaching you here, or what I'm talking about here. I'm not teaching anything. I'm just basically going over what I experienced, but you get the point. Okay. So that's what it is. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you.